Hey guys, so yeah, it's been a couple weeks since I've done an update for you guys. I did just put up a haul video, I don't know, 2, 3 days ago, something like that. And I told you guys I would film an update to kind of fill you in on what's been going on. And now that I know exactly what's going on, I figured I would share it with you. If you follow me on Instagram, which is always linked below, by the way. And my Instagram username is just his pretty kitty, and pretty is spelled with an I. But anyway, it's always linked below. So yeah, definitely follow me on Instagram. I update that a lot more than I update on YouTube right now, just because it's easier, faster, takes a lot less energy and effort on my part. So yeah. Anyway, if you follow me on Instagram, you already probably know the big news. Um, but for those of you that don't, let me fill you in. I had a totally normal 37-week midwife appointment. Everything was great. Um, Baby girl was in a fantastic position. Her heart rate was good. Everything was good. Um, and then I went for my 38-week midwife appointment, and everything was still good with the baby, but sadly she flipped and was breech. This happened with my first daughter. In my 39th week, she flipped at the last minute, and that's what ended up causing me to have a C-section the first time. So yeah, I was really upset. I immediately started crying because it was just like I felt like I had come so far, and then all of a sudden everything was just like flipping upside down and going crazy, and I mean literally flipping upside down, but it just, it felt like everything was suddenly not going the way I wanted it to, which I knew was a possibility, obviously, but it was still hard to deal with. But I started going to a chiropractor the very next day. He was doing like the Webster technique. It was just different adjustments to my sacrum and my round ligament to try to open and realign my pelvis so that the baby could flip back if that was the problem. Uh, so yeah, I had my 39-week appointment with my midwife. After going, I had been going, I'd seen the chiropractor 3 times, and I was supposed to go to my midwife yesterday, on Wednesday. And Monday and Tuesday, I had noticed a really big change in the baby's movements. She was still moving, but it was just, she was so active before, and then all of a sudden she just really wasn't. So it just kind of worried me a little bit. And I was also just, freaking out inside my own head about her positioning. So I ended up going to my midwife a day early on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. And the baby was still breech. Um, and, we kind of made the decision that we didn't want to attempt the version, which is where they manually try to flip the baby from the outside. My husband and I really didn't feel comfortable with that, um, mainly because, there is risks to it, and we kind of feel like if the chiropractor, and I was also doing like some of the spinning babies stuff, we kind of felt like if all that stuff wasn't working, then we kind of feel like there's a reason um, that she flipped. And my midwife agrees that she does feel like if a baby flips and doesn't want to go back, that there's probably a reason she flipped in the first place. It could be something with her cord. She wasn't, it could have been something instinctual to have her flip for her comfort and safety. So we really didn't want to force her back if she wasn't going to go back on her own. So we made the decision on Tuesday to um, give it as long as we could pushing into next week, but scheduling a C-section with the OB that works with my midwife, um, just as a backup plan in case the baby didn't flip. So that was our plan. I called the OB yesterday, and it was a very stressful day yesterday, just trying to figure out how I could get in to see him because, I mean, he's extremely busy. He has a ton of other patients already. And, this isn't considered an emergency situation, but it was like, I kind of need to know if this guy can do it or not, or if I can get in, stuff like that. So, finally, I heard back from the doctor's office yesterday, and my only option was to come in on Friday, which is tomorrow, and meet with the doctor in the morning, discuss how we want things to go, what's going to happen, how it all is going to go down, and then have the C-section tomorrow. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. At my last chiropractor appointment, which was Wednesday morning, which was yesterday, my chiropractor had said that, my sacrum and my round ligaments felt so much better. Everything seemed really good. Um, so, my husband and I kind of felt like he did all he could do, and we really just don't want to push the limit on how long we wait for her to flip back. Because if she doesn't flip back and I went into labor, then I would have to just go to a hospital and have a C-section with some doctor that, just is gonna just do whatever kind of C-section they want to do. Whereas if we knew if we set it up with this doctor that works with my midwife, he's a much more, I don't know how you would say, just like he's definitely a more gentle obstetrician. He doesn't enjoy doing C-sections, and he is very, like, pro family centered C-section, which is really awesome because I felt like if I did need another C-section, I just wanted it to be a different experience than my last ones. And with this doctor, that's what we're going to get. We're going to get a good experience, which is really important to me. I am definitely really bummed out that I'm not getting my VBAC and I'm not getting my home birth, but it's not the end of the world, and I keep trying to remind myself that. It took quite a few days for me to come to terms with everything and stop blaming myself, really, which I still kind of am. It feels like it's my fault, it feels like it's my body. I know it's my body if it's done this with multiple kids. It just makes me feel kind of bad. But I've been trying to stay positive. My husband's been keeping me very positive about things. Same with my midwives. Everybody's been really great to talk to. And yeah, I'm comfortable now with it, and I've made peace with the fact that this is just how, her birth is going to be. But I do know it's not going to be the types of C-sections I had before. It's going to be more gentle, family-centered. It's going to be a lot better experience, I think, and my midwives agree. So, yeah, tomorrow morning I go with my husband, and one of my midwives will go with us to meet this doctor. Since they work with him a lot, they're kind of going to be there to kind of bridge that gap, between me and him, and kind of make sure I get as close to an experience of what I want. We're hoping to be able to do some kind of um, maybe not immediate skin to skin, but very soon after she comes out, skin to skin. Um, you know, as soon as we can start breastfeeding, um, stuff like that. Um, but yeah, so I don't know what time tomorrow I will be having my C-section. It could be right after my appointment in the morning, or it could be later in the afternoon, evening, something like that. We don't really know yet. We won't know till tomorrow. Like I said, if you have Instagram, follow me on Instagram because I will be updating that, you know, um, before I update here. Uh, I'll post some kind of update on Instagram when I know when the C-section is, and then of course I will post a picture of her after she's born and once we're like out of recovery and stuff. So yeah, and I probably won't put a video up at all until Saturday or Sunday. I will record just like a little, meet the baby type video at some point over the weekend with my tablet or my iPhone or something and upload it real quick. Um, but yeah, definitely follow me on Instagram if you have an Instagram. Like I said, always linked below. And yeah, so that's the news. That's our big update. Um, Tomorrow, on the day of the C-section, I will be 39 weeks and 5 days. So, yeah, a lot of people actually predicted that the 20th would be her birthday, and those people were right. Yeah, so I'm sorry it's not like my usual updates. Not going to do a belly shot just because I'm really tired right now, and I'm kind of in my pajamas. But I do have um, pictures of recent belly shots on Instagram, and I do have one I took this morning that I'm going to upload now. So, yeah, that's my big update. um, Hopefully tonight I can film her nursery tour real quick while I have time because once she's home, I probably won't want to do it. So I'll probably try to film that tonight and put that up, and then I'll try to film a what's in my hospital bag since I just went and packed my hospital bag and I already did a what's in my birth kit video, which is now useless. But I will try to do that too. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And I want to say thank you to some of the people I have met here through YouTube and Instagram that have been so supportive the last couple days um, with all of your kind words and thoughts, and it just makes me feel, a little less crazy about everything. So, thank you guys so much for everything, and we will update you as soon as we can. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.